It all started with a cheap motel room. After her car broke down on a remote highway, Lisa had no choice but to stay overnight at a small, isolated place called Pine Hollow Inn. The motel looked like it hadn't seen a renovation in 50 years. The neon sign buzzed and flickered in the cold wind, and the man at the front desk looked like he belonged in a wax museum. "Room 213, he muttered while handing her a brass key, old and rusted. "Don't look in the mirror after midnight." Lisa chuckled, thinking it was a creepy joke meant to mess with tired travelers. "What happens after midnight?" she teased. "Do ghosts come out?" The man didn't answer. He just stared, then turned and disappeared into the back room without another word. Her room was small but not terrible. Clean enough. A single bed, dusty curtains, an old television that probably didn't work, and a large antique mirror bolted to the wall directly across from the bed. It had an intricate golden frame covered in strange carvings that looked almost like tiny human eyes. Hundreds of them. The mirror made Lisa uneasy, but she was exhausted. She took a hot shower, threw on her hoodie, and collapsed on the bed. Midnight came quietly. That's when she heard it. Tap, tap, tap. She opened her eyes. The room was silent. Her phone read 12:03 a.m. She held her breath. Tap, tap. It was coming from the mirror. Lisa sat up, her heart pounding. She stared at the mirror but saw nothing unusual. Her reflection was still there, lying in bed. Except, it was smiling. But Lisa wasn't. Her own face in the mirror, smiling back at her. Slowly. Creepily. She blinked hard, rubbed her eyes. The smile was gone. Her reflection looked normal again. "I'm just tired," she whispered. She turned off the lamp. The tapping came back. Louder. More urgent. Tap, tap, tap. She looked again. And this time she saw something standing behind her in the reflection. A dark silhouette. Female. With her face. She jumped up and turned around, nothing there. But in the mirror, her reflection still stood still, grinning. Watching. Lisa screamed and grabbed her bag, bolting from the room. She ran barefoot to the office, pounding on the glass. The same old man opened the door slowly. "You looked," he said. "Didn't you?" "What the hell is that thing?" she cried. "That's not me." The old man stepped aside and pulled out a dusty, faded photo from beneath the desk. It was of a young woman, pale and terrified, reaching toward a mirror. Her name was Eleanor. She was the first. She saw her perfect self in the glass. Stronger, bolder, fearless. But that wasn't her. That was it. Once you see it, it starts watching. Lisa got in her car and, miraculously, it started immediately. As she pulled away from Pine Hollow Inn, she dared a glance in the rearview mirror. Room 213's light was on. And in the window she saw her reflection, still standing there, smiling through the glass. She moved to a new city, got a new job, and tried to forget. She covered every mirror in her apartment. Avoided store windows, even puddles. But it didn't stop. One morning, all the mirrors in her house were uncovered. She was sure she'd sealed them. One mirror had a perfect handprint on the inside. Fingers dragging down the glass. Sometimes she'd catch her reflection blinking twice, even when she didn't blink at all. She researched everything. The mirror had come from an abandoned Victorian asylum. Patients there reported seeing their better selves in reflective surfaces, ones that begged them to trade places. Some said yes. Those people were never seen again. She found a survivor's journal. A blind girl named Clara who had never looked into the mirror but heard the whispers. She wrote that the mirror feeds on regret, on weakness. It shows you what you want to see, so you'll let it in. Lisa returned to the motel. But Pine Hollow Inn had burned down days after she left. All of it destroyed, except for room 213. Completely untouched. As if the fire refused to touch it. The room had been moved to a storage unit nearby by paranormal researchers. She bribed a worker to let her in. She stood in front of the mirror again. And this time the glass showed memories. Not hers. Eleanor's. And others. The moment they traded places. The fear. The smiles. The silence. Lisa backed away. She wanted to destroy it. But she couldn't. Instead, she uploaded a vague post to a ghost hunting forum. Called it the Mirror Challenge. She filmed a short, cryptic video. Look into the mirror in total darkness. If your reflection smiles back, don't smile back. Overnight it went viral. Creators tried it. One by one they disappeared. But one video remained. A YouTuber named Rico Black. He documented the full experience. In the video, Rico stares into the mirror, slowly whispering, "It's not a reflection. It's a trap." Then his expression changes. He smiles. The screen glitches. The video ends. Lisa kept feeding the mirror. Kept sending curious people its way. Because now she had to. In her diary she wrote, "If I stop feeding it, she comes back. I hear her voice in every mirror. You're tired, Lisa. Let me take over. You can rest now. And sometimes, I think I'm ready." So if you ever find an old mirror at a yard sale with carvings that look like watching eyes, leave it. Don't touch it. And if you do, never smile back.